Obviously, we're really happy to get win number 6 and be 3-0 in the league. Come on the road, get a road conference wins. Those are always good. So, really was pleased with how fast we started. Was kind of worried about that coming off the bye week. We started really fast, obviously, the first play of the game. And thought our defense was strong throughout. In the middle, wasn't pleased with some of the. We had 2 turnovers on special teams. We had another pick that led to a touchdown inside our own 10, and it's kind of sloppy with a lot of holding penalties and things like that. But at the end of the day, really a lot of respect for Troy and his unit. I think he's going to do a really good job here. They play the game the right way, and we're very fortunate to get here to win.
You've got bigger goals for this season, but bowl eligibility is certainly a milestone. How does it feel to get there in October?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, 7 games in to say we're bowl eligible, and that's something you got to check off every year. If that's your hope. If you want to go somewhere, you got to get to that point, and to do it in our first year in the league is humbling. And I think our guys do know we've just put ourselves in position to play for stuff continually down the stretch. But I don't think we're going to sit around and be satisfied with that's the end result that we want. But it is a big deal, and so really proud of them for that.
What did you see from the defense tonight, and how were they able to pretty much do it all night?
Yeah, they were just swarming. I mean, obviously, Daniels is a great player, and after he went out a couple drives in, I do think the young quarterback played really well for a freshman. I thought what they did the best is, we stopped the run, which is something that we've really been working hard on, and they did a really good job of sticking Io Manor. He made the great touchdown catch. He's going to make those plays. He's really good at it. But in general, did a nice job making sure we kind of rolled our coverage that way, and tried to make someone else beat us, but they were solid. I mean, we gave up the 10 points off turnovers, but to hold someone to around 200 yards that knows how to play offensive football the way they do, I thought that was really special.
What's the key to those big plays, especially in the first quarter?
Yeah, I mean, the first play we felt good about the look, and we felt like if we hit it perfectly in stride, it could score. But we just thought we'd get at least a good positive completion. And Kevin just threw it perfect, and it hit Moochie just right in stride. And the way they played that formation, there just wasn't anybody over the top. So that was good. And then, we've really been working hard on hitting some deep balls. We haven't hit deep balls this year as well as we have maybe in the past. And so for Kevin to hit Keyshawn, I think for our second touchdown on the go ball was big. And then he scrambled and extended the play for RJ. So. Look, college football is about stop and run, the turnover margin, and explosive plays. We did 2 of those well tonight, but I did. I don't know. I just think Kevin does a really good job of seeing the field. Like I said, the first 2 throws were just really good football plays, but then to extend the play the way he done RJ's throw and others is probably the biggest help for us being explosive.
Speaking of RJ, do you have any update?
No, I don't. I mean, how it is. Until you can get back and get imaging and all that, we're always hopeful. It's unfortunate. It just hit just right. So we'll see. We won't know until we get the imaging done either tomorrow or Monday. So the doctor look at it and see. He wasn't in a lot of pain, so that was positive. But it was a pretty violent hit right on his knee.
You talked about that first play of the game, and you guys have scored touchdowns on a lot of your first drives lately. How important has that been to just kind of set the tone for these games?
Well, it's important. I mean, you got to start fast, especially on the road. So I think the last 2 weeks we had a good touchdown drive at Louisville, and then the big play to start today. It settles everybody down. I think our last 4 games we played our best. We've scored on the opening drive. So we're not going to do that every week, but we're sure going to try to. There's a lot of stats out there about deferring, taking the ball, all those things. I'm a big believer in taking the ball because it gives you a chance to score first. And it doesn't matter the scenario. And then it gives you a chance to pick which way you want to kick in the second half, which typically allows you to take the win in the fourth quarter. So our guys have been doing a nice job of that, and we need to try to continue.
After the game, you applauded the SMU fans that traveled all the way out here. Just what can you say about the growth you've seen in this fan base at home or away?
Yeah, it's awesome, and they're excited. There's a lot of California kids that go to SMU. There's a lot of California families out here. So to be able to come out on this coast every year, I think is pretty cool. And just the way they travel. I mean, we're used to going and singing with our band, but it's a long trip. So with our band not being here, I think our players were kind of like, what do we do now, And so just seeing how many fans we had on the SMU sideline and hearing them throughout the game with the SMU chants, it's really cool. It's the vision. It's what we want to build. our program too, you know, and so, you know, to prove that not only can we have great home environments like we've had this year, but our fans will travel. They were awesome at Louisville, they were awesome today, and I sure hope a bunch of them are at Duke next weekend.
Ever since you got Kevin Jennings, you've talked about his talent, but now that he's taken on the starting role and obviously a lot more experience, where have you seen, I guess, the most maturity or growth as he's stepped into this leading role?
Yeah, I think he's really gotten almost better and better each game. You know, really, the one interception today was really bad, but for the most part, over those 4 games, he's protected the ball. I think he's got 2 turnovers in 4 games. And to be an aggressive player like he is, it's not like he's stopped playing aggressive. It's not like he's not playing with confidence, you know, and he's still only turned it over twice. So I think he's done a nice job of, for the most part, other than that one play, of when things aren't there, throwing it away. You know, he's thrown the ball away. He's tucked it and ran. He has an incredible ability, like the Jake Bailey 3rd down late in the game. How he can tuck the ball, run around, and then just pop up and know where everybody on the field is really a special gift. So I think that's the biggest thing, is he's obviously, as a passer, grown, I think, continue to be aggressive, continue to be a playmaker for us while still valuing the football.
What's the message to Junior? He seemed pretty frustrated, especially after that second
Yeah.
turnover.
I trust Junior. You know, I mean, he's a really good punt returner. He's taken one back this year for a touchdown already, did it last year. You know, he slipped on the first one. He was fair catching it, and he slipped right as the ball was coming down. And then the second one, they just did a good job putting a hand on the ball. And so, you know, it's not like we had a true freshman or a redshirt freshman out there. We have an experienced guy. We believe in him. He's going to return our punts. No different than if another experienced player, you know, no one's perfect. So he's going to be harder on himself than anyone, and that's why I know he'll get corrected.
And Brashard,
Yeah, we just decided offensively he wasn't going to play in the first half. Nothing major. He's a great kid. We love him to death, but you know, we value our culture, and we expect people to show up to class and to show up to our meetings on time. And if you miss enough of them, we get with our captains and came together. Felt like it was good to just say, let's sit up for a half. And you know, they even said he can return kicks, but he's not going to play on offense in the first half. That's what we did. I thought LJ, having him back, was good. Him and Junior handled the load, and second half started, and it's all gone. And so we'll work on being where we're supposed to be this week, but nothing major, just kind of internal things we try to do to do right. We're going to respect our professors on campus, and we're going to respect our teammates with internal meetings as well.